This is how you can tell Godly taking this match very seriously, taking Simple very seriously as an opponent. This is the first time he's actually been on the Mordex all tournament. We saw series number 1 against Godly. He won it 3-0 with Val. Series number 2 against Delta. He won it with Taros. Now, though, he's on to that tried and true, that Mordex, that Scythe Gauntlet legend that he's become so well known for over the past year or so. That just shows how big of a threat Simple is.
Yeah, and rightfully so. Simple has been showing up a lot with that Val too, switching up from the Bodvar, and showing how good he is on the sword and the gauntlets, especially in this tournament as well. So yes, Godly is playing his main here on the Mordex to kind of combat that, and he's getting taken out with the Sarah on the side and gets knocked out with a ground pound. Simple taking the first stock of the game 1 set.
Fantastic first stock at that, making great use of the gauntlets to beat out Godly, but now Godly has the gauntlets of his own, tries for the ground pound there. Simple actually very nearly finds the reversal. Godly, though, able to get his feet back underneath him, and he's going to go for the rinse repeat. This time still does not succeed. Great recovery by Simple.
Yeah, the recovery was able to deny that ground pound, perfectly spaced by Simple. He's holding on to that first stock, trying to get as much damage as he can on Godly, but Godly is still putting on the damage with gauntlets here. The gauntlet mirror, the weapon throw, ground pound missing. Simple trying to go for another ground pound to take that stock, but gets punished with a D-Light and gets taken out for 2-2.
Godly tried so hard so many times for that ground pound, both with gauntlets and with unarmed off stage, but none of them came to fruition, and eventually he just had to catch Simple's jump back on stage with the D-Light. Simple, though, he's not going to let off the gas anytime soon. Finds that neutral sig on Godly to try and take him out early, but now it's potentially Simple going down early as Godly continues this Godly scythe string off stage for so much damage, if not the stock.
Yeah, great reads coming from Godly with those dares and recovery, but simply put, Simple just took him out with that D-Light Sair. So amazing work from Godly on the scythe, but Simple was able to take Godly out easily with that Sair on sword. Godly's unarmed now, looking for a way in, grabs the scythe, tries to go in as well, but Simple's all over him with that sword and the dares, and trying to find a follow-up here.
Simple's damage output has been nothing shy of phenomenal throughout this entire game. Anytime he gets the opportunity to, he just continues these strings for so long. You're seeing it right here with this sword string here and now, and then it's the neutral sig once again to catch Godly's jump, send him into the blast zone, and take out, I believe, his first game ever against Godly. At least according to the stats tool, it says Godly was, until now, 9-0 on Simple.
Wow. Yeah, undefeated against Simple. That stops today in game 1. Let's see what happens through the rest of this set in winner semifinal between Simple and Godly. Again, they're both from the same team, Obey, but let's see who gets on top. I think Godly might make a comeback here, but Simple is dominating from what looks like from the first match of the set.
An interesting decision from Godly to go on for the Val Ditto. I'd like to see how this pans out.
Yeah, he said Godly. Oh,
maybe
nice
not very
pound
well.
Coming out from Simple. Godly is getting destroyed, simply put, from the Gauntlet mirror match on Val. Godly said, "Hey, I can play this character better," and Simple said, "No."
Simple doing such a good job of holding down the ledge there as well, made Godly pay an incredibly heavy toll to get back up onto the stage. He eventually does, though, and this is his opportunity to start building up that damage. Looks for the end sig. That's going to be D-Light recovery, and that's going to be the stock.
Yeah. Very good stock from Simple. They're still in the yellow damage here. Ooh, D-Light ground pound just barely missing from Godly. Simple is coming back in with the Gauntlet mirror. Is Simple going to take this stock as well before losing his first?
That remains to be seen, Senketsu. It's a good start from Godly. He looks for the ground pound once again. Godly is just a ground pound machine, but only in searching for them. He's not been hitting them. He's just been trying really hard to get them, and Simple knows what he wants and just going to avoid it altogether. Looks for the ground pound once again, still not connecting.
Yep. Simple seems like he's really got Godly red here. Oh, but gets gets ground pounded there as well. But yes, like you said, Godly's fishing for a lot of these ground pounds on sword and gauntlets as well. Not a lot of them connecting, but that last one was definitely a good one to secure that stock.
Sword string getting started up, or at least the attempt of one getting started up. A little bit of damage comes through from Godly, but it's not nearly enough yet, especially as he finds himself starting to enter those red damage percents. Playing so carefully, so defensively. He knows what happens if Simple gets in once. It's already happened multiple times throughout this set.
Yep. He's aggressing really hard with that Sarah, going off stage. No options on Godly, hitting him with a recovery, unarmed. Now they're both using the swords. Let's see what happens here. Maybe looking for a Sarah here, or a D-Light recovery from Simple. Godly throws out his weapon completely unarmed. Nice neutral sig, but missing. Try to read the jump up there.
And it's
Simple,
worked multiple times throughout this set. Godly been caught jumping quite a few times by Simple's N-Sig, but not this time around. Godly going to be able to get his feet back underneath him from offstage despite the extreme amounts of damage on him. Both of them entering that red percent where D-Light recovery going to be enough to KO with the sword. They both got to be careful, and speaking of which, GC D-Light recovery comes through from Godly, and for the first time in a while, he finds himself a stock lead.
Yeah, this is game 2 of the set. Nice reverse and there on gauntlets. A lot of pressure coming off on arm from both players. We need to find or Simple needs to find a stock here soon, because Godly's going to keep going and punishing Simple out of this last stock of his.
Hang on, this could be the stock. No, Godly, he's able to dodge through, able to get out safely, and then it's just the unarmed recovery from Simple to take it out. He's in the orange, the mustard, as you call it, percents already.
Yeah, he's quite damaged a little bit, but Simple can definitely bring it back. We've seen how dangerous he is at close range against Godly. He's playing a little bit more back and neutral, just because he knows that when Simple gets in there, he can do a lot of damage and a lot of work. Might see another ground pound from Godly here, but nice dare into the GC D-Light recovery coming out from Simple, and another D-Light Sare to stack up even more damage. The damage is now even. Ooh,
not the ground pounds. No, not the ground pounds. Not this time. I'm very surprised to see Simple actually make it all the way back up to the wall this time, as Godly finally got his coveted ground pound that he's been searching for so hard throughout this entire set. Now sword versus gauntlets. Last stock, both of them going to be looking for this. Godly trying to even up the set count. Gets the neutral light.
Ooh,
oh, great dodge!
Wow. Wow, right under him with that side signature. Super close game so far. Super close game.
It just felt like the first part of that entire game was just Godly going, oh god, oh god, oh no, oh god. And then he eventually figured out, oh right, this is how I Val.
This is how we play Val. Yeah, he found himself halfway through the match and was able to show that and take the win against Simple. Sticks on the Val matchup against Simple as well, so he feels pretty confident in his ability to work with this mirror.
Yeah, I think if he lost game number 2, he probably would have gone over to the Rayman, because the Mordex already didn't work. So next option is Rayman, but he stuck to the Val, stuck to his guns.
Yeah.
At least right now has a pretty solid damage lead. Has Simple in the orange. Gets the side air and the ground pound. He finally finds it. His much coveted option. It finally works.
It finally connects. He knew that it was bound to happen sometime. So he got him. Was able to read that perfectly and hit that ground pound on Simple to take out that first stock. They're both on gauntlets. However, now catches them with an end light there. Sarah, no options on Simple. What's gonna happen off stage here? It's crazy to see what they do off stage. There's a lot of ground pounds going off, a lot of recoveries as well to cancel those out. So we'll see how they do here. Oh.
Rising gets the nairs, gets the side airs. So much damage coming through from Godly, and yeah, this guy's looking like the guy who's won the last 5 EU tournaments in a row. This is the Godly we all know and love.
Game 1 was just a warm-up. He's showing off how dominant he is in this match with the mirror against Simple. 1 whole stock lead ahead, and pretty even damage, but might even take out the second stock here with his Sare off stage. Weapon throw connecting and a ground pound. Nope. missing the D-Light GC. Oh, barely missing that recovery. A lot of pressure coming from Godly on this side.
Lots and lots of pressure off stage. Simple having a very hard time getting around it. Just barely dodges through. Second recovery hits, but it's a little bit too low to take out the stock. But Simple goes way too low, and Godly's ready with the weapon toss to be able to take the stock out. Now 3-1. Like we were talking about earlier, a far cry, a huge departure from how game number 1 went. Godly, he's woken up, he's angry, and he's showing, I'm the better Val.
Exactly. He punished that perfectly with a weapon toss down. We've seen Simple twice or 3 times now try to punish Godly off stage with another ground pound. Wow. Okay. Sarah there. We got Godly taking a knockout thereafter with no options. So 1 stock closer to tying it up on Simple side.
2-1, deep orange for Simple. He's got a lot of work to do if he wants to take the lead back in this set and in this game, but he gets caught by the ground pound, and it's going to make it a whole lot more difficult for him to recover. He does get the GC, though, back onto the ledge, back onto the stage, so he's alive. He lives to tell the tale. He might not survive another encounter with Godly. Godly definitely fishing for D-Light recovery right now, and Simple knows it.
Yeah, he's facing away pretty well. Wow, Neutral Sig barely missing there on Godly and gets punished with another recovery and takes game 2. Or takes game 3 there. 2-1 in favor of Godly.
Phenomenally played by Godly throughout the entirety of that game. Now just running it once more. Back to the same stage, back to the same characters. No swap-ups necessary from either of our heroes. Gonna see if Simple can make those key adaptations to take us to game number 5, or if Godly is just going to continue his war path to the grand prize.
Exactly, yeah. This semi-final set for winners is proving to be very exciting, with Simple definitely competing with this mirror. Godly is one to be cautious about. He is definitely running the bracket. He's been going through all of the placements, all the previous tournaments as well. So it's definitely he is pretty much the king of EU right now, I would say. He's definitely doing a lot of work here in this tournament as well, dodging that D-Light and getting hit actually with that recovery on Simple side.
Yeah, technically not PR1, at least not yet. I believe that honor still belongs to Swada, if I'm not mistaken. But I don't think if anybody would, like, hard debate you if you called Godly the best player in Europe right now. There's a lot of evidence to suggest that, namely the last 6 or 7 official tournaments, I think.
Exactly, yeah. He's been rocking a lot of these past tournaments this year alone. And I'm sure, you know, he'll prove himself through this tournament and future tournaments as well. But I'm not counting Simple out just yet. He's still a legendary competitor with his Val as well. Great GC D-Lights into the recovery just off the top there to take out Godly's first stock. Let's see how long he can hold on to this lead, or if Godly can take out and even it out here with that D-Sig on Gauntlets.
Simple takes the first stock, but Godly's able to quickly fire back and make sure that it's not too much of an issue to keep this game even. Now both of them on swords. Simple has the advantage by pushing Godly off stage. Going to be looking for the ground pound, but Godly gets the reversal into the weapon toss. It's not enough for the KO, but that hurts a lot for Simple because now he's on the back foot.
Yeah, it's terrifying to play off stage against these players. They just punish with those ground pounds and weapon throws down, especially on Godly's side. Simple's able to come back every time, however. There's another ground pound to try to punish again, like we were just saying, but barely missing there.
Bro, y'all gotta stop going for these ground pounds.
It's
they are not
terrifying.
working out for you. The recovery comes through from Godly. Another one up high, maybe looking for the exhausted recovery here in a second, but doesn't connect with it.
Tries to anticipate the walk up there with a down signature on Gauntlets, but barely missing there. Hitting him again on that side with the down sig, but doesn't get taken out with the D-Light Sarah quite yet. We're looking for a ground pound. Nope. Godly's still fishing for something here. Let's see how Simple does. Oh, D-Light Sarah takes out the second stock. But
maybe Godly has finally given up on the ground pound dream. He's not going for it anymore. This time he just waits with the Sares, waits with the D-Light Sarah on ledge, finds Simple stock, and now he's just juggling Simple for so much more extra damage. Here come the gauntlet strings as well, all the way into orange in just a matter of seconds. This is looking all but over unless Simple can pull off the clutch of a lifetime to bring us to game 5.
Beautiful there. Can he do another? Oh,
misses
never
the
mind.
dodge.
The dodge misses on Godly's side, and his stock gets taken out. We are 1-1. Stocks are even. However, Simple is stacking up even more damage. Ooh, barely missing that crowd. That would have been insane if he hit that. But Nair connecting with the with the sword. Let's see how he comes back from this. If he does, again, this is 2-1. This is match point on Godly's side.
Catches him jumping with the recovery, but it's not quite enough to KO yet. Next one will absolutely do it, though. Simple's got to be so careful. He's got to walk on eggshells for the entire rest of this match. Godly looks for it, finds D-Light Sair, and finds the victory. 3-1. Obey Godly, moving on.